Good time zones, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Racers Elite Network, powered by iRacing. Tonight, the Tuesday Night Truck Series kicks off season number 10 under the bright lights of Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And calling all the action is myself, Mike Taylor, up here in the booth. And joined with me is the one, the only Andrew Teft, who has decided to join us once again up here in the booth, and instead of running door to door with the guys downstairs. And of course, we have Christian Hill making sure that you see every save, every slide, and every driver pretending that it's a quote unquote long season just after lap number 3. This upcoming season, ladies and gentlemen, all these drivers have fresh minds. The points are reset, brand new hopes that will absolutely be tested by turn 1 as these drivers head down in turn 1 for the first time for season 10. And it's all going to run all the way to May 12th to end over on the final lap out of the final corner at Homestead, Miami. But first, before we can get to Miami, we got to get through Las Vegas. Next week, we will hit up Talladega. And we even got some road. Yeah, perfect. Then we're heading up to Kentucky, Rockingham, Dover, Sonoma, Auto Club, Daytona, Iowa, Richmond, Charlotte, Milwaukee Mile, and again, ending it up all in Homestead. Last season, Andrew, we had 5 drivers duking it out for the championship at the final race. What are your expectations or thoughts about this season as we hit, season 10, a big milestone here for the Truck Series?
Yeah, time has really flown by, I guess. That's how I guess you would say it. But yeah, I'm expecting more of the same, I think. We've got an even larger field to start the season with, so might be even crazier toward the end. 5 guys in contention in the final race is already something to talk about, but got the opportunity for even more.
Yeah, absolutely. Our season 9 champion was Sean Dunaway in that 01 Hello Kitty machine, but he was having a big tackle, coming from Blair Holloman, who showed pace very early on last season, and it pretty much carried out all the way through. And despite a couple, we'll say mechanical failures, that didn't help his situation late in the season. So I'm expecting to see Holloman and Sean Dunaway both really fighting it out at the end of this season once again. But who knows, a brand new face could surprise us all here at Las Vegas. And with that being said, I think we're getting ready to roll through here in the final 25 seconds of qualifying. Some track facts here. This Motor Speedway is a 1.5 mile racetrack, 4 turns. It opened up in May of 1971, and it hosts many different racing series, just not NASCAR. It also hosts IndyCar as well. 50 mile per hour pit speed. And just getting off these bankings, these drivers really have to be careful, getting down from that banking down onto the pit road. It makes it very, very tough. You're going to see these drivers run all over this track. Inside, outside, the middle, in between the lower and middle. Drivers will be running the middle to the upper. I think every inch of the speedway is going to be used. But before we can see all that, let's go ahead and head down to the grid. Starting on the pole, driver of that number 12 machine of Barry Nelson. Brandon Sanfilippo. And then the 96 of Barry Nelson to his outside. Row number 2, Joseph Bonner will be joined by Brandon Biddy in that number 22. Row number 3, you've got Blair Holloman and last season's champion Sean Dunaway to his outside. Row number 4, you got Dana Ryan is going to be joined by Chris Gotzel in the 707 machine. On the inside of row number 5, you got the 38 of Patrick Millett, and to his outside, Kevin Haas in the number 13 machine. Row number 6, you got Philip Archibald. He'll be joined by the number 42 of Jonathan Stidham. Row number 7, Alan Wild returns in that number 33 machine. Brandon, joined by Brandon Zimmerman in that Cash App number 65 machine. Row number 8, Matthew Miles will be joined by Kyle Hess to his outside. Row number 9, Kirby Wainscott and Truth Hoke. Kirby Wainscott running a different paint scheme this season, looks like. Aaron Roth and Alex Gates will make up row number 10. Row number 11, Alex Teft and Kensley Smith will be in the back. Row number 12, Mikey Allen in that number 67 machine, and Jack Kelly in that number 38 machine. Row number 13, Rowan Lloyd will be joined by Frank Chavez. Row number 14, Stephen Luttrell and Andrew Teft. And bringing up the rear, it's going to be Timothy Eisburn in that number 92 Shaco LLC machine, as these drivers are going to be circling around here one more time as we continue to get these tires all heated up here. And let's, Andrew, let's go ahead and go over the race analysis and how's our weather looking here tonight.
Yeah, weather seems pretty cool for Las Vegas. I've never been out that way, but we've got 76 degrees air temp, 79 degrees track temp, under partly cloudy skies with just a little breeze, about 6 miles per hour. No chance of rain. These guys have, let's see, 4 sets of tires laying in the pits, 5 if you count the one they're starting with. We're going to be racing for 105 laps. This should be a 3-stop race for everybody. I did a few laps in practice. It was mostly full throttle, and I was getting about 30 and a half laps, and we need 35 to be able to 2-stop it. And I think that'll just be too much of a stretch, but this is going to feel a lot like Daytona, where we left off.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me tell you what, we're all excited. The pace car is off, and Brandon Sanfilippo, Barry Nelson will bring the field to the green 5 to start season 10 of the Racer Elite Tuesday Night Truck Series right here on the Racers Elite Network. Barry Nelson holding strong to the outside as of now, but Sanfilippo, as always, he's quick to get out front. And here comes Joe Bonner now working on the inside of Barry Nelson, as these drivers are now using that draft down the back straightaway. But as of right now, it's still side by side for that second spot. We got one car getting sideways. That'll be the 49 of Dana Rye. Now they're wrecking.
Yeah, you almost had it saved. I think it might have been Kevin and a few others.
Yeah, that was really good driving there by that 49, but he finally lost it on, or in the coming out. Yeah, he was coming out of turn number 4. But it looks like the true mayhem happened back with that 707 machine. Yeah, the 707, he finally he lost it and got down into the 33. He got into the Truth Hoke. Stidham is involved. The 43 of Alex Teft, he was involved. 15 machine of Kensley Smith, he may have snuck his way through. But let's go back here now and take a look here so that you guys can see this. That number 57 of Aaron Roth, he just got a big checkup here from the spins in front, and everybody just pretty much had to know where to go. Yeah, Chris Gotzel, he's got involved here.
This is exactly what I meant about Daytona. Easily see a big one here, even though we're just at a 1.5-mile track. Especially with these guys so close together. Yeah, I thought he had it saved here, and then just had another big wiggle.
Yeah.
I was wrong calling out Kevin
Oh,
before. Just saw a red truck, but he was able to skate by before they completely lost it.
big hit there. '67 and Mikey Allen getting involved here as well. Well, I mean, they came out swinging, and this is exactly what we expected out of these drivers here. As we take a look here at that 0-1 machine, Sean Dunaway, your season 9 champion. He stole it once they went green flag at the final race last season. So hopefully he's had a couple of weeks here to breathe and figure out exactly what he's got to do to become a repeat champion here Tuesday nights.
A lot of guys down on Pit Road. I don't think this yellow is enough to put anybody into a fuel window, but got a few guys that obviously got some damage out of that, making some repairs.
Do they have any fast repairs to their underneath their belt?
Yeah, everybody has one. Race control is calling that a racing incident. She says that there was quite a bit of net code at some point in there, so it's a little bit of internet inaccuracy, I guess.
Yeah, these drivers definitely need to be very careful about that. And because I mean, let alone these cars get very loose easily, on these cold tires. So that's something that these drivers also have to be mindful when they're trying to get these trucks up to speed for the first couple of laps. But it looks like Brandon Sanfilippo and Joe Bonner will bring the field back to the green flag once again here to start lap number 5. Pace car is off, and just look at these cars glow underneath these lights here at Las Vegas. Sanfilippo once again out to a really big jump, and now it's Barry Nelson's turn to run on the inside of Barry Nelson here, heading down into turn number 1, while the rest of the field will continue to run side by side behind them. And right now, Brandon Biddy in that 22, he was able to get a decent run, but here comes that outside lane led by that 53 Joe Bonner, getting a really good push from that number 32 machine of Blair Holloman. They made a big progress down the back straightaway, and that's going to put Joe Bonner up into that 4th spot. Now Blair Holloman, he's trying to fight off Patrick Millett on his inside, and now he's going to go down just a little bit here, use that side draft just a tad. And here he comes, rocking it out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, back into turn 3. Still really good side-by-side racing right here. As we take a look here at Canada's very own Philip Archibald in that number 99 machine. He's one of those drivers that is very consistent throughout the whole entire season. So seeing Philip Archibald up here in the top 8 at the moment is no surprise there. As we jump back up here to Joe Bonner in that number 53 machine, who is holding off Patrick Millett for the time being, and in that number 38 Prime machine. But he's not able to make a run yet here on Joe Bonner. So he's going to just have to right now just currently lay it back and let things move on. Joe Bonner, he is one driver that absolutely knows how to save tires and then show pace when the time comes. And just like that, he's gone right back up to the back bumper of Brandon Biddy in that number 22 machine. Brandon Biddy, he's no stranger to these trucks, and absolutely he's looking very wicked fast so far early on here in this race, as he's trying to overtake that 3rd spot away from Blair Holloman. But just Blair Holloman doing Holloman things. He's very strong on that outside lane as he gets up into the outside lane there, and he will overtake Biddy for that third spot. And now Joe Bonner, he's looking to make a run on the outside here of Brandon Biddy.
You guys have got organized pretty quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were
Oh, no.
not clear.
Guess I might have jinxed it.
Barry Nelson tried to self-clear, and he got up into the number 32, I believe it was, of Blair Holloman. Very unfortunate there for Barry Nelson, number 96 Nelson's Chevrolet.
I was just starting to say I was impressed that everybody got kind of organized in single file there, and they were racing smart. I'm not saying that anybody's not smart.
Thanks, Barry. No, that was just some really good, hard, clean racing all around. And okay, so he was actually trying to clear himself of Joe Bonner, and Bonner just had that massive run, and he just tried to make a move a little too late there to get himself in front of Joe Bonner, and unfortunately that just turned the 96 up into the outside wall.
Yeah, I think he's looking to defend the top there. I think what we're going to see is the bottom is quite a bit quicker by yourself, especially seeing how full throttle it is out there. But the side draft, like we've been talking about with the update, is so strong that I think you're going to want to be up top quite a bit also, just for defense.
Yeah, that outside lane, you just get so much momentum if you run it, out of these corners. You just get that big run that you saw, and, just, unfortunately, if you make a move a little too late, that can spell disaster.
Sort of the opposite of what you'd see at a Martinsville or something, where you're trying to keep people from getting underneath you. You don't want anybody above
Right.
you, so they can't pull you back.
As we take a look at these trucks now coming out of the pits, it looks like Brandon Sanfilippo, he will bring the field around. But Brandon Zimmerman, Kirby Wainscott, and okay, yeah. So Brandon Zimmerman and Kirby Wainscott, they stayed out, while everybody else it came down pits. And it looks like Brandon Biddy, he possibly only got just 2 tires. And Brandon Sanfilippo, he will fall back behind Brandon Biddy there in that 4th spot now.
I think this does put us in 2-stop territory as far as fuel goes. I think these guys are banking on there being more accidents and yellows, especially with all these trucks on the track. It's nice to just kind of grab the track position, and maybe they'll see some more yellows and they can keep it. I think that's the idea behind this kind of strategy. I'm not sure they would be able to make it on fuel if for some reason it did go green like the other guys can.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be very interesting to see how all this plays out. Because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Kirby Wainscott, he has not come down pits yet. So he doesn't have new tires like everybody else. So it's going to be very interesting to see how much that's actually going to end up hurting Kirby here on this restart. pace car is off once again here at Las Vegas and into the restart zone, and we are green flag racing once again here at Las Vegas. Brandon Zimmerman, Kirby Wainscott, pretty much, yeah, Zimmerman, he got a really good run here. And here comes Brandon Biddy now working on the inside of that 10 machine of Wainscott. And now here comes Brandon Sanfilippo in that number 12 machine as they come flying down the back straightaway. And it looks like as of right now, that number 10 machine, he is just not having the speed like everybody else on those older tires, as he's now falling all the way back to that 6th spot. But now Brandon Sanfilippo, he's looking to overtake that for that 2nd spot away from Brandon Biddy. As you see Brandon Biddy now coming back strong on the outside here out of turn 2. Brandon Biddy, now he will clear him. He'll go down and he'll cut off the charge from Sanfilippo, causing Sanfilippo having to launch as they go 2 or 3 wide out of turn number 4. And right now he's going to run side by side now with Blair Holloman in that number 32 machine. Holloman's been very, very strong on the outside the last couple of times we were here at Las Vegas. So seeing Holloman work that outside lane is not surprising whatsoever. But now we have a run here for the race lead. As you see Brandon Biddy, he's looking to get on the inside of Zimmerman for the race lead. But now he's stuck in a 3 wide situation behind him. As you see the 12 and 32, they kind of just make their way through. They're like, excuse me, we're coming through. And now they're both looking at Zimmerman. And now Zimmerman only has one choice at this point in time, and that's to defend 2 of the best here in the Tuesday night series. And just like that, Holloman gets to the inside of Zimmerman, as he will clear him here on the exit of turn number 4. He's got to get up and block that momentum, which he does. And that brings Blair back out front for the first time all season. I say that like it's like the 5th race. But right there, it took him 18 laps to get his first laps here at for this season. But now he's back in control. And now it's all about to see how well everybody else can play his game as we look back to the entire field. Oh, as we run on board here with Kensley Smith, Joe Bonner in that 53 pounded the outside wall there. We actually got one car up in the wall through the tri-oval. Not exactly sure what happened there, but he was just riding around right up against that outside wall. And just take a look here at the run. Joe Bonner tries to get here on Kensley Smith in that number 15 machine. Hey, there he goes. He's making a run now on the inside. Not able to get fully beside. But he's going to try again here down into turns 1 and 2. You know, Kensley Smith, he has been wicked fast. He's already up 17 spots since we've gone to green flag racing. You know, Kensley, he struggled a little bit last season. What's it going to take for Kensley Smith to have a great season this year, Andrew?
I want to say he ran well and then just, you know, didn't quite make enough races to be competitive championship wise. But he's always fast everywhere. Doesn't matter where we go.
Yeah, definitely very fast, and he's always definitely one that we're always watching at, you know, draft tracks, because he knows how to use the draft to his advantage. As you are seeing right here with him being right behind Brandon Biddy, you know, he's able to use that draft to get sucked up right behind Biddy, and it's only going to be probably about another lap before you see Smith try to make a run here.
Kind of keeping an eye on Kirby here. He's drifted back to about 10th on those older tires, but not sure if that means he's got an extra set for later, which would be helpful in a late race restart or something, or maybe he had to burn a set in that early accident. So we'll have to see if he's got a card to play later there.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll definitely have to watch Sean for sure. But just like that, he's already made up a couple of spots this lap alone. So maybe he's just saving his tires and going to try to make his way back towards the front now. As you see, he's now working on the inside of, well, he was on the inside of Brandon Biddy, but now he's completely cleared him, and now he's got Patrick Millett in his sight. And just watch Sean Dunaway just work his magic here through turns 3 and 4. He's going to get a really good run here out of turn 4 and down the back or front straightaway here.
Wow, oh, got a wrecker in the front stretch by the start finish. I was getting ready to say there's a huge gaggle of cars right there.
Yeah, looks like Alex Teft was involved in this one. Eisburn may have been involved as well. Let's see, who else? Alright, let's come back here and take a look, see what happened. Looks like it happened at 92 machine. He was just slowing down to avoid all the carnage.
The 13
Kevin,
got loose off of turn 4.
Yeah.
Came down and clipped Alex. And is that Boehner? Trying to guess the paint scheme there.
The 13 is Kevin Haas.
The one behind him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure there's a number.
Oof.
Maybe Rowan? Is he here?
Yeah, I believe that's Rowan, yeah. Yeah, Rowan Lloyd, absolutely nowhere to go. A couple good drivers here taken out here once again, and I think this is the second time that we've seen Alex Teft turn around today. So hopefully we can get his day turned around.
Yeah, just wrong place, wrong time there. By the time Kevin could catch it, he was already down there into him, so probably didn't even see it coming. It's one of those wrecks where you don't even know why you're backwards.
Alright, so everybody is coming down pit road except for Truth Hoke, Alex Gates, Barry Nelson. They decided that they're going to stay out here. As we take a look here at the number 13 machine of Kevin Haas, see what he's going to do on his Budweiser machine. It looks like he's just electing to get some damage repaired on his machine instead of taking tires.
Whole bunch of takers down pit road this time.
Yeah, I believe everybody. Yeah, everybody except your top 3 came down. And so there's going to be a 16 lap difference between your top 3 and Patrick Millett in the 38 machine.
Yeah, Kirby got kind of eat up pretty quick there. But these guys only have 4 sets, so don't want to come down every time with all these yellows because we won't have anything left for the end. So I guess maybe they're just going to take their medicine now.
Yeah, definitely got to be a strategy game at this point. I mean, we're only working lap 28 at the moment. Coming to lap 29 when we go back green flag racing this next time by. So They're definitely trying to do something right here. But Barry Nelson in that 96, he's back up here in that third spot. Alex Gates, one of our, I believe he was one of our championship contenders from last season. He's up here in second now. Truth Hope, he's up here out front of that Miller High Life number 55 machine. Pace car is off, and we're getting ready to go back green flag racing right here at Las Vegas. And green flag is out. Truth Hope gets out to an early jump, and that's going to bring Alex Gates and Barry Nelson side by side for that second spot. Patrick Millett hanging out right back there as well, along with Kensley Smith in that number 15 machine. Blair Holloman, he's right in front of Kensley Smith as they fly down the back straightaway. Brandon Sanfilippo, he's trying to work on the inside. I believe that was of Zimmerman as we take a look here at Alex Gates and company here on the exit of turn number 4. You know, Alex Gates, he's one driver as well that's, you know, pretty quick everywhere we go. You know, and, you know, running that Mission 22 sponsor on there. And he's rocking that Hunter Lopez Foundation logo as well.
Hensley had a huge moment back there. Got majorly loose. Caught it right before he hit the wall. I think he's all right, but might have made his tires a little bit angry.
I'm sorry if you guys heard the kiddo in the background. He's just he's been a little spitfire today. He's having a good day. But man, let me tell you what, I feed off of his energy at times, so I love it when he's a little hyper like this. And we have contact, one up in the wall. Hold on to it. Careful, Kensley. That was a really great save there out of that 77 of Alex Gates. But now he's back in a 3-wide situation with Kensley Smith and Chris Gottsel. But he's going to go ahead and just back out of it. Now he can catch his breath because, man, that was a very wicked save out of turn 4 last time by. And now we've got Kensley up in the wall.
Tried to get above Barry, I think.
Trouble!
Didn't see that coming. Holy cow!
The 23 almost upside down. The 49 involved here. The 13. A lot of drivers here. So Dana Ryan, Alex Gates, Frank Chavez, Kevin Haas, Kyle Hess, Philip Archibald involved. Patrick Millett, he's also involved here as well. I think that
this one starts off a turn 4 with the 49 and the blue and red car. I'm trying to see who that is. The number 1, Dana Ryan, I believe.
Yeah, so the 38, he just got absolutely sideways. And then the 49, he was just along for the ride here. And then as everybody starts coming, the 23 almost fully upside down. That number 57 machine. Hold on to it. Oh.
Yeah, Zimmerman got super close to the 38 off of turn 4.
Yeah.
If he didn't touch him, it was dang close.
And just look at this pure insanity that just unleashes here on the front straightaway.
And we're staring at Kensley because he got out of shape and then didn't know that was coming. That was kind of a blessing for him in a way. I don't think, does he get through here? The trouble kind of kept him out of it.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he did. No, maybe not.
Maybe just barely.
And I don't know, maybe.
See if I can get a better angle. Holy cow! I think he made it through. I don't know if he got any damage, but we're gonna go on board with him in just a moment. This is gonna be fun. So he's probably all upset about losing his momentum and then doesn't realize it's gonna save him here.
Oh. Well, we can confirm he may or may not have gotten damage in that.
If anything, maybe just a little bit in the rear, but he looks pretty good on my screen.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go ahead and drag Kensley up here real quick. Hey, Kensley, this is Mike and Andrew up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alright, Kensley, what was going through your mind off of turn 4 after getting up into the wall? And then what was going through your head when, well, you barely squeezed through?
I was just trying to figure out what I was doing. I mean, just being nerve-wracking already, being in the wall and then coming off the corner and getting kind of getting down the front stretch and seeing a bunch of smoke. You kind of just hope and pray you make it through. I couldn't slam on the brakes or anything because I had a bunch of guys behind me and I was going to get ran over. So, just trying to be aware of my surroundings and just try and make it through it, really.
Yeah, you definitely had us going crazy up here for sure, but we're going to get ready to go back green flag racing, so I'm going to send you back down to driving extreme.
Thank you, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, driver that number 15, Kesley Smith. Yeah, so he was curious on what the heck just happened, and then he was like, whoa, wait a second. So oh. Alright, who done it?
I believe the 13 might be out of place. Sorry, I was kind of distracted trying to figure out what was going on here. Just some order confusion. Looks like we're going this time. Yeah, temperatures are getting a little heated here in Vegas. We're still pretty early. Lap 35, third of the way in.
What is it that you're hearing over the radio?
It's just a lot of blame over yellows, and that one got put on the 65. It looked like he probably got in the back of the 38 off the corner there. Not sure he agreed. Doesn't necessarily matter, but that was race control's determination. Just balls and strikes, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, Blair Holloman, Brandon Sanfilippo, they will bring the field back to the green flag right here at Las Vegas. Last season champion Sean Dunaway, he's right there as well, trying to take over that second spot from Brandon Sanfilippo as they come through turns 1 and 2.
We do have a 21-point incident cap tonight too, so these guys got to keep the contact in mind. I know they can't help it in some ways, but if they do hit 21 incident points, iRacing will DQ them from the session. Normally
Yeah,
a big hit is about 4 points, so too many big hits, you'll be gone. Penalties count, off tracks count.
Yeah.
Kyle has us up against the wall. I'm not sure if something's wrong. Looks like he's back going. Back there in the green-white.
Yeah, not exactly sure what happened there, but Chris Gottsel, he's trying to get around on the outside of that 22 now, Brandon Biddy for that third spot. This is going to try to put, I'm sorry, for the fourth spot, I'm sorry. That'll be the highest that he's ran today if he can get it cleared, but Brandon Biddy is just really strong right now on that inside lane, and I don't think many people has been able to pass Brandon Biddy on the outside.
Yeah, he's been pretty aggressive tonight, making some really strong passes on the bottom, 3 and 4.
Yep.
This place is pretty full throttle, but you do tend to drift up a little bit in 3 and 4. If you can really hug the bottom there and stick the paint, you can make a lot of passes.
Yeah, definitely. It looked like he was trying to stick to the inside there of Dunaway, but Dunaway just took away all of his momentum by staying in his line. So that's going to be very interesting to see what Brandon Biddy can do. As you see, he gets down on that white line just a little bit and he drifts up. So he'll lose a little bit of momentum here on the front straightaway.
Yeah, that's just free grip down there on the paint.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of other guys down there, but he's definitely found it. It's something I like to do a lot here.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I am actually really, really good here at Las Vegas for the first 3 laps, and then I go to crap. And I can't figure out why.
Yeah, it's a tricky place, because especially in the trucks, because you can be full throttle and it's very tempting, but if you don't, you can kind of save a little bit of rubber for the ends of the runs where people start pushing. You can continue to cut, but it's so tempting just to keep your foot in it, though, because you absolutely can. You just gotta pay for it eventually.
Oh yeah, definitely. As you see, Truth Hoke trying to help that number 22 of Biddy get around that 707 of Chris Gottsel, but he wasn't able to do anything with it, and now he's got company of Matt Miles to his outside in that number 29 machine. Matt Miles is someone we haven't talked about as of yet, but here he is now fighting for that 7th spot.
We haven't had a long run yet, per se, so these guys are kind of just running qualifying laps out here, but interested to see what happens when they start pushing a little, like right there. It's at the 29. Oh,
yeah, that was the 29 of, oh, yeah, yellow is out.
Philip Archibald is also around. I'm not sure what happened yet. If Kirby may be involved, I heard him on the radio. Oh, yeah, I see what happens here. I'll wait for the replay to show up. It's off of 4 where it starts. We're gonna see Philip Archibald against the wall and Kirby and Alex alongside. Alex suddenly needs an extra lane because Philip gets into the wall and Kirby does not know that's happening. So, Alex either needed to substantially lift behind Philip there or have Kirby leave him lane, and I think that's what he was counting on. It didn't happen, but not on Kirby. He might not even know that that's going on, I guess, or that's what Alex is going to do.
And that just, again, it looked like just another victim of circumstance here. And despite all these, crashes that we are seeing, a lot of it is building up to the incidents. These guys are putting on really, really good race laps. They're door to door, and just unfortunately, one driver just sometimes will overdrive on exit. But all around, the racing has been absolutely phenomenal. As we see everybody come down pit road, except for Truth Hope this time. Truth Hope will be the only driver to stay out.
Seems like they all got away with pretty minimal damage. They all just kind of spun in. Kirby actually caught it. I've kind of lost track of the number of tire sets everybody has, because we've had all these yellows, but could come down to who's still got a fresh set at the end of one of these late yellows if we don't get going green at some point.
Definitely. Yeah, we're getting ready to finish up lap number 47 here of 105, so we haven't made it past the halfway mark, so I would say hopefully you would have at least 2 more tire sets on you if we have 4 tires. But with some of these drivers coming down, they might forget to untick their tires, and that could use up a tire when you didn't want to do that. But Kyle Hess in that 86 machine, he is coming down pit road to get service on his machine. He just came down for a quick stop and go of dash of fuel. Kirby Wainscott's doing the same thing. Yeah, so Kirby Wainscott and Kyle Hess came down pit road to do a quick top off. Man, I feel bad for that number 61 of Rowan Lloyd. He's absolutely just destroyed.
Yeah, you may start to see some attrition here soon, just based on points and damage, but it's kind of crazy to see all these different drivers up front, just all the rotations and strategies. It's hard to track everything that's going on.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I do know, Andrew, is that Truth Hoke and Blair Holloman, they will bring the field to the green flag. Truth Hoke on 10 lap older tires than Blair Holloman, and so it's going to be very interesting to see what Truth Hope can do here in the 55. But I think he just very well get eaten up here alive. But we are green flag here at Las Vegas once again. Holloman, he'll quickly get into single file formation. Sean Dunaway, he will follow suit as they will make their way through turns 1 and 2 this time. As the racing behind them between Aaron Roth and Patrick Millett, that's where the true racing begins this time around. Sean Dunaway, your previous season champion, he's looking to overtake now for the second spot from Truth Hope. And just like I feared, Truth Hope, he's starting to fall back here a little bit on this green flag run, as they will come around to start lap number 50 of this event. Oh, Kensley Smith up in the wall.
It's been pretty forgiving up there.
Yeah, I feel like
it's been hitting a lot. Nothing's really happened.
Yeah, I feel like Kensley, he's over driving today. And that's not something that we normally see out of Kensley. He's driving really hard, and he's making a lot of minor mistakes that's costing him time on track.
Yeah, I see him trying to sneak on to, like right now, he's trying to get to Patrick's right rear. If you can get to somebody's right rear, you can just continue pulling him back and just kind of making that move late off the corners and counting on the person to know he's there and to be able to adjust to it, because they've got a lift also, and turned further off the wall than they were planning on, and just it's kind of backfired on them a few times.
As you see him now running around that outside of the 38 machine of Patrick Millett. Oh, trouble in front. Hold on to it, guys. Chris Gottsel involved. The 67 is involved as well. that will be, I believe, the 67. I believe that's Mikey Allen. He's involved as well. And the caution will wave once again here at Las Vegas. You know, again, just some really good tight racing overall here. I don't know. I think Patrick Millett might have thought that Kensley was going to come back down the track after getting into the outside wall.
Be worth the ride along with Patrick.
Yeah.
Not sure if he lost it and went down the track, or maybe what you were saying, he was expecting Kensley to have trouble above him and tried to give him more room. Patrick's saying my bad, so sounds like he may have lost it, but he's apologizing. And maybe the air could be the air shift made him
Yeah,
lose.
that's possible, yeah. Hey, hey, hey.
Christian's picking on the Patriots logo in the back room here.
Hey, you know what? I'm very proud of my Patriots. This was May's first full season and brought them all the way to the championship. I can't be any more proud of those guys. And on to next year. Just saying. Just saying. True.
Lap 54, got about 50 to go. Everybody's still gonna need one more stop.
That's it. That's Andrew's way of saying, okay, no more football talk. Let's go to racing.
Football's done. Daytona 500's over. NASCAR season. Yeah, I kind of watch that out of necessity when NASCAR ends. Need something to do, but don't know a ton about football. I do watch my Bills though.
Heck yeah. Yeah, so I mean, so next week with these trucks, you know, I believe I said that we were going to Talladega next week.
It probably feels like we're at Talladega now, but
yeah,
that is a fact. We'll be at Talladega next week.
Yep, we're going to go to Talladega for 75 laps. And I'm really excited for Kentucky. Kentucky usually puts on some really great racing. So I can't wait to get to Kentucky, to be honest.
It's Kirby Wainscott's home track. So Alex and Sean are back up here. Teammates bumper to bumper there on the top.
Oh, I saw that, Christian. It's okay.
Very rare mistake.
Yeah, very rare coming from Christian for sure. We're definitely lucky to have Christian behind the scenes here for us, giving us all these beautiful views. But Blair Holloman, Sean Dunaway, your top two biggest drivers of the last season, will bring them to the restart here. And Blair Holloman, he's already kicked it up into high gear. And here comes Aaron Roth in that number 57 machine. He's looking to make some moves now on the inside. He will go ahead and clear Sean Dunaway. But now here comes Alex Teft. He's now making a run on the inside of Sean Dunaway. Sean Dunaway struggling early on in these runs, but later on he will start to make his move back to the top. But you guys just wait for that when the time comes. But as of right now, it's going to be Dunaway moving backwards. But here comes Kensley Smith. He's looking to go 3 wide into turn number 1. As we ride on board here with Timothy Eisburn. And back down here into turn number 3. Here comes Matt Miles in that number 29 Black Rifle Coffee Chevrolet. He's starting to move up to the front. He's now 4th in line, but now it's still looking like Sean Dunaway. He's still having trouble getting back up to full speed. He's already fallen all the way back to the 8th spot early in this run. So Sean's definitely going to have to get it into a different gear and get moving. But we're taking a look here at Brandon Sanfilippo. He's been the absolute class of the field. I believe he's led the most laps so far here today. And currently sitting back in that 6th spot, he's just trying to bide his time and make the right moves. But Alex Teft, he's going to be one of the drivers in his way, blocking that outside lane. And he's not giving Sanfilippo the opportunity to use that outside lane on the exit. As you see Teft falling way down, and he will block, almost come back up and block Sanfilippo there from moving forward. But right now, Brendan Zimmerman and Alex Teft, they are exchanging doors up front. Matt Miles, he is now running 2nd, making a move here on Blair Holloman. And Kensley Smith, he's out front now.
Aaron Roth up here too. He knows how to get it done late in these races.
Yeah, Aaron Roth in that number 57. He snuck himself up here into the top 5 now. But Matt Miles, he is on an absolute tear of this field. Currently coming up 13 spots all the way to 2nd. He drove around Blair Holloman like he was standing still. And now he's got his eyes set on that number 15 machine of Kensley Smith. Probably one of the best drivers that we have here in the Racer Elite Tuesday Night Truck Series.
I think Zimmerman may have fresh tires here. He's flying. Really carved his way through the pack.
Yeah, he's definitely doing a phenomenal job making his way up here through the field. Let me take a look.
Starting to see Frank Chavez. Oh, got a yellow somewhere. Turn 3. See Patrick
Kyle
Wyatt.
Hess. Yep, Kyle Hess, Chris Gottsel, he's involved.
Eisburn.
Eisburn, Alan Wild, he might have been involved as well.
This is. I don't know if Patrick thinks he's clear and can go down the bottom lane, or if Timothy also comes up a little bit. Getting the replay prepared here for you guys. I don't see Patrick add any wheel input. I don't think he's trying to make a move. Maybe there was some net code. But right here, it's going to look like he's going to try to make a move under Sean, but
Yeah.
I don't see any, like, he doesn't move his wheel to make that move, so it makes me think net code, or maybe Tim just came up a little bit.
As you see, Eisburn just sitting there. Oh.
I guess that's conflict.
Yeah, they kind of met in the middle a little bit there. That 707 gets a hard hit to the outside wall. And once again, I'm going to say this. I'm glad that this is all virtual because some of these hits that these drivers have are absolutely crazy hits. So
Right.
down on pit road currently is Brandon Beatty, Chris Gotzel, Patrick Millett, Kevin Haas, Jonathan Stidham. He's coming back out. Kyle Hess, Dana Ryan, Alex Gates, Rowan Lloyd, Barry Nelson, all out on pit road at the moment.
Got a couple guys that are sort of close on the incident cap. Frank Chavez and Kirby Wainscott both have 16 incident points. That's from making contact and penalties and various things, but if they hit 21, they will just be removed automatically from the race by iRacing, so they're gonna have to be careful. I only see 2 drivers out there that have no incident points, and that would be Brandon Sanfilippo and Blair Holloman.
Yeah, no surprise there. And we do have one truck out of the race at the moment. That's going to be Jack Kelly in the number 38 Chevrolet.
Getting ready to get back going already.
Yeah. So this time it's going to be Kensley Smith and Brandon Zimmerman bringing the field to the green flag.
We were about 10 laps later. I'd say you could pit now and make it to the end, but a little out of reach.
Oh yeah, probably just a little bit. Alrighty. Smith Zimmerman into the restart zone, and Kesley Smith fires away, and he brings that number 57 of Aaron Roth with him. He will quickly clear Brandon Zimmerman, and now here comes Brandon Sanfilippo working the inside of Joe Bonner. Zimmerman quickly closing off the path for Sanfilippo to make any more movement towards the front. But as of right now, it looks like Aaron Roth, he will go ahead and run up the track. And that's going to bring Aaron Roth to the inside as they are now battling it out back for that third spot. But now here comes Brandon Sanfilippo. He's trying to get around Aaron Roth for that third spot.
Big move out of Blair there.
Oh, look at Blair just freaking run that bottom.
You get 2 or 3 of them there? That was a big move.
Yeah, something tells me he's on fresh tires.
We need a big move of the race forward.
Yeah.
Stephen Luttrell's flying up the middle there too. That has fresh tires written all over it. We're gonna get into this chess match of, trying to have the best tires at the end and trying to guess when the last yellow is gonna be. It's gonna work out for some guys and not for others, but if it goes green, we're still gonna have one more stop here, and I would imagine that's gonna be a splash and go or 2 tires.
Yeah. So, I mean, here at this track, would you want to take 2 tires, or would you be opted to take 4?
I think you might be okay for a short restart at the end of these. If it gets you on the front row instead of, I don't know, 6th or 7th, I'd probably take that chance. I don't think lefts are super important.
Yeah, for sure.
Certain tracks, it's tough to tell. Like Charlotte, I got beat so many times on 2 tires at the end when I had 4 fresh ones. And I started doing it myself.
The 10 is around.
Kirby and Banner maybe?
It looks like Kirby, Brandon Biddy, I believe, or Dana Ryan. Matt. Oh no, Matt Miles. It was Matt Miles and Kirby Wayne Scott.
Yeah, it's Kirby's 20th incident point, so he's got to be super careful the rest of the way here. I don't think he's going to be very happy with this day.
No.
Does have a neat looking ride, though.
Well, Kirby, I could tell you, we still got a long way to go in the season. You definitely got time to bounce back.
I think this is going to be close enough where some guys try to stretch it to the end. And if there's another yellow or two, it's just going to make it easier for them to make it. This is a tough call.
Oh, yeah.
If you're in the front, you don't necessarily want to give up your track position if that strategy doesn't work out.
Yeah, Brandon.
Zimmerman coming down.
No, I don't think we ever did.
I think that's Dunaway on pit road.
Yep, down on pit road, looks like we got Sean Dunaway, Brandon Zimmerman, Patrick Millett, Dana Ryan, Chris Gotzel, Haas, Stidham.
Got a replay here for you guys. Yeah, this is with Kirby.
Yeah, the 10.
A little bit
actually in
rushed.
front.
You were right, actually.
Kirby is not in his normal paint scheme, so I keep getting thrown off by it. Yeah, so Kirby Wayne Scott in that 29 machine. The 29, he tried to turn down. Oh.
Yeah, it's just a risky move.
Yeah. He almost took out Bonner there.
Can't put that one on Kirby either. It's
No.
tough to know somebody's going to do that. Not really a predictable kind of move.
Right. What? No way. They pinned the incident on Kirby Wayne Scott.
I mean, if he knew he knew he needed to leave 2 lanes off the corner, he didn't, but yeah, that's a tough one. It looks like some guys topped off here, which is a smart move, especially if you're in the back anyway. I think this is doable on fuel. The trouble is, if you bank on this strategy, so now you've given up all your track position, hoping that this goes green, and that's going to play out for you. If there's just a bunch of yellows, then you've kind of just given up your track position.
Okay, pace car sliding back down onto pit road. Blair Holloman, Kensley Smith will bring it back to the green flag. Holloman out with a good jump here. Kensley Smith trying to follow suit, but he's now got his hands full of Steven Luttrell in that number 36 machine. Steven Luttrell's trying to make it work in that black number 36 on the inside here on the exit. He will go ahead and clear Kensley Smith, and here comes Alex Teft. He's now trying to fight for the inside here as well. As we take a look here at Truth Hoke back in that 7th spot. He's trying to make it work on the outside there of Timothy Eisberg. He will get himself almost clear, but nope, they're going to continue to run side by side behind him. Alex Teff now looking on the inside of Kensley Smith for the third spot on the exit of turn number 2. And right behind them, you've got Brandon Sanfilippo. He's trying to make some moves back up here towards the front, but nothing is coming of it just yet. And Stephen Luttrell, he was able to get around Blair Holloman for the race lead. So now your new race leader is going to be that 36 machine of Stephen Luttrell. Yellow flag is out. Jonathan Stidham off track. As we are now riding on board here with that 42 machine.
I thought the 707 might be pitting, but he did not. If he was trying to pit, he missed it and came back up on track and just clipped him by accident, or he was just out of control and got down there by mistake and wasn't trying to pit. Kind of hard to tell.
Definitely very interesting. While we're under this caution here, I'm going to jump over here to the YouTube chat. Joseph Bonner, of course, says, let's go LNG's Power Sports 53038. Sophia, let's go Blair Holloman. That's the friend of Blair Holloman. Glad to have you guys in. Jordan BO2 says, let's go number 53. Another Joe Bonner fan. Let's go Stidham from Robert Morris. And then Troy Thomas says, great racing tonight. Definitely some really good tight side-by-side racing that we've been seeing all race long. As we see 7th on back, they're all coming down pit road.
It's this constant guessing game of, is this going to be the last yellow? Because it's kind of your goal to come in on the last yellow and have the freshest tires and be able to use them.
Right.
There's no way to tell. Is this the last one? Those guys that came in, they might have it made. If it's not, maybe they just burned a set of tires and maybe these guys will still have one. We need a counter for that. Tire sets.
No, I don't think they do. Like, one feature that I wish we also had was the lucky dog for NASCAR. And everybody's like, oh, you could just see the last car on the lead lap. You know, they're going to be the lucky dog. Yeah, but what if they got that 0x?
Yeah, that's true. It's not always obvious.
Right. Like, I had one series that, you know, they gave a award for a lucky dog, and then with them finishing on the lead lap, you know, they would get get entered into a drawing at the end of the season for some apparel, for some clothing apparel, which was absolutely cool. But it was always a guessing game for me, trying to figure out exactly who was the lucky dog. So I would just sit on the pace car and yeah, so it's like I'm sitting there on the pace car until I see whoever starts driving around the pace car.
guess there's a session event log, but yeah, it's not always clear. That wasn't a very long run, so kind of curious to see what Alex has here. He might look just as good as the rest of them, and all these other guys that stayed out.
Yeah, for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, green flag is back out. And Alex Stepp, Truth Hope will bring the field back to the green flag. Truth Hope quickly getting down in front of that 77, but he drifts up here in turns 1 and 2, so that allows the 77 of Alex Gates to make a run here on the inside. Truth Hope, he's going to start to fall back as Sean Dunaway, he's also getting a run here as Hope continues to fall back. And now Blair Holloman, he's got Hope in his sights. He's beyond the inside of him on exit turn number 4. And here comes Alex Stepp in that number 43 machine. He is looking to overtake for the race lead on the outside, but don't count out Sean Dunaway in that 01 Hello Kitty machine as he gets a little bit sideways there on the entry of turn 1. He's going to lose a lot of momentum, might be thrown into a 3-wide situation, but luckily everything will get sorted out there. As you see that rocket ship of Steven Luttrell trying to squeeze in between for a second. He will get in between Alex Gates and Truth Hope, but no. Woo. Good heads-up driving there by Steven, backing out and allowing those two to really start duking it out. And now he can set his eyes back on the race leaders here. Sean Dunaway fighting on the inside here of Kensley Smith for that 5th spot. He's still looking to come out finishing strong here at Las Vegas.
Really close between Timothy and Kyle back there off of 4.
Yeah.
Truth looks like he's on a mission here. It's been it feels like a little bit of a drought for him.
Oh yeah, he's just sucking right up to the back bumper of Alex Stepp there heading into turn number 2. And that's going to bring Kensley Smith right to his back bumper. He's going to possibly try to look high.
Yeah, these trucks just don't like somebody that close to their bumper, especially off of 4.
Yeah.
I saw the same thing with Zimmerman and Patrick earlier.
4 wide on that to the 2? No, 3 wide. Okay. You guys are getting crazy out here. But we are, I believe, heading into the final 20 laps this time by, I believe.
Kensley's just dying to get by Truth right here. Got loose off of 4 again there. Just kind of bleeding time. Might have him here finally.
One car up into the wall. I believe that might have been the 29 machine of Matt Miles, who is absolutely looking very phenomenal here at Las Vegas. He's not afraid to get up here and run side by side with these drivers as he's looking to make a name for himself here. Oh, he gets turned. Oh, big carnage up.
Holy
cow. One car up on the wall.
What was that?
Patrick
That was like
Millett
synchronized wrecking.
Yeah, Patrick Millett in that number 38 machine up on top of the wall, flipping one time over and landing back on all fours as he will drive away as we do here in iRacing. Man, let's take a look here. Just really good side by side.
Where did this start? We were on Truth and something happened
Right
before.
there.
But something else happens in front.
Yes, yeah, I don't know if the 29 was reacting to that, whatever happened up there.
It looked like more was happening above, but they all just got hooked. What in the world?
I think Millett. I think Millette watched Herbie one too many times. All right, so we're first going to do on board here with Truth Hoke. I mean, from that point of view, there was just nothing, I would say, that was out of the ordinary there.
I think Truth's a little bit off the wall, but well, I guess we'll see again here. And maybe Truth came down a hair, and
Ooh.
maybe Matthew thought he was clear also. Yeah, it's just a tough one.
And the camera lives.
The 38 got the 53. Wow, that's like 5 that just got synchronously. What is that word? Synchronized spinning. Just all clipped each other at the same time.
Yeah. So it looks like Stephen Luttrell, Brandon Sanfilippo, Sean Dunaway, Aaron Roth, Kevin Haas, Philip Archibald, and Dana Ryan all elected to stay out under this caution.
Now I'm wondering if Kirby survived. He's running low on incident points here. He's still got 20. I think he's okay.
Now we've crossed over into the 20 to go mark a couple laps ago.
Blair and Brandon are still the only two guys that don't have any contact with anything out there, or if they did, it was just a 0x. 13 and the 99 have both been involved in some stuff today, and they've recovered nicely up here.
Yeah.
49. Trying to think of somebody who hasn't been involved in something tonight. Just those two guys I mentioned before, I guess. It's just shocking to see them back up front after you see them spun around backwards, but just the way this race has gone.
You spin out, don't worry, you'll be back up front in about 10 minutes. Just stand by.
Yeah, I'm surprised people give up sometimes with just some early adversity in their races, because you never know what's going to happen. I've come back from so many weird things.
Oh yeah. But pace car is off once again. It's all in the hands of Stephen Luttrell, Brandon Sanfilippo. They will come to the green flag. And Stephen Luttrell gets a very strong run on that outside lane. He's going to drop down in front of Brandon Sanfilippo, but here comes that 57 of Aaron Roth. He's now rocketing to the outside here, trying to get on the outside of Sanfilippo, yeah, but is not able to do it. But here comes Sean Dunaway now in that 0-1 machine. He is now flying down the back straightaway in trying to hold off that 57 of Aaron Roth as they continue to run side by side here on the exit of turn number 4. We got Kensley Smith up into the wall once again behind him, but this battle back here for third is still on strong as they dive down here into turn number 1. Still side by side goes Sean Dunaway, Aaron Roth. A couple drivers there on the exit of turn 2 up in the wall, including the 13 of Kevin Haas right behind them. But here comes that 49 of Dana Ryan. You know, I was talking about Dana just yesterday or the day before. You know, Dana Ryan, he's been pretty quick, since he's made his debut here with Racers Elite.
Oh, Kevin just got turned.
Oh! Big Kevin Haas hard into the outside wall. Caution is out.
know if maybe he thought he was too wide there, but he was top of 3. Bear with us one moment. Oh, yeah, he drove into the wall and then just bounced into Blair. I thought he just kind of turned in too shallow or too early, but didn't notice the wall contact at first.
Yeah, that's absolutely just crazy there.
Sometimes there's some marbles up there. Can't really see them now or if there's any up there, but it's easy to get kind of out of the groove in the tri-oval and slide up sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to point out, coming from the chat, Lorna Luttrell says, "Let's go, Steven. Hope his luck changes tonight." And so far, his luck has actually been pretty decent on his side, as he is currently hanging up here in first place, coming back from 26 seconds back. And I want to give you guys a really good laugh here. Somebody posted a video of Kyle Busch getting onto Carson Hocevar at Daytona, and somebody's response was this: "It's because he raced for Spectrum. He lost connection right at the most important part."
I used to have them in New York.
I have Spectrum, and I know that feeling. That's just great.
If I've got a set of tires in the pits, I think I'm coming to get them, and this is my final stop unless I crash and die.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're coming down to 10 to go. You know, as we ride on board here with that number 57 machine of Aaron Roth. But yeah, I'll have to agree with that. You know, 10 laps to go. I'm going to come down, get that final set of tires put on, because I know for at least the next 8 laps, I can go full throttle and not use up too much of my tires just yet. So,
or even a couple rights.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the point where if there's another yellow, you're not gonna have enough time to use the tire advantage.
Yeah.
Unless there's a bunch of Green-White-Checkers, which we could have up to 3, potentially.
Yeah. I just got word Joseph Bonner, Patrick Millett, Brandon Zimmerman, and Kevin Haas has they have loaded their trucks up onto their haulers, and they are done for the remainder of the race. I'm showing here Truth Hope. He's got his meatball. So.
Yeah, it must be damage related. I don't see anybody DQ'd on points.
Yeah, that's what I'm showing at as well. They thought it might be a little bit better to go ahead and pack it up versus getting that DQ here at the end of this race. But we're going to get these guys lined up again, and we're going to do it all over again for 10 more laps. Stephen Luttrell, Brandon Sanfilippo will bring it to the green flag, followed by Dana Ryan in that number 49 machine, showing very good, strong promise here today. And they'll be joined by Aaron Roth in that number 57 machine. As pace car pulls off, we're getting ready to go back green flag racing once again here at Las Vegas. Stephen Luttrell out to a really early jump here, as they will go ahead and jump up through the gears. Brandon Sanfilippo, he will dive right behind him into that second spot. And Dana Ryan in that number 49 machine is having a little bit of trouble getting up to speed on that outside. He's falling back all the way to the 5th, and he's going to run 3 wide out of turn number 2 with Holloman and Alex Gates. as they will dive up here into turn number 3 and 4. Still 3 wide for that 5th spot. Out of the corner, can they keep it off of each other? They will. Now they're going to get all pinched, and the 49 makes
close.
contact. Hold it.
Good save.
Beautiful save by Dana Ryan. He's going to hold it off for 6 as Blair Holloman, he's able to drive around that inside lane. And now we got more 3 wide action. No, we're going to go 4 wide here at Las Vegas. Kirby.
What could go wrong?
That's not Kirby.
Oh, no.
83 is
Didn't see
around.
that coming.
Alan Wild.
Oh. They're still going straight, but
Yeah, they're still going straight. 1 car coming down pit road.
yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a yellow for that. These guys, man, that did DQ a couple guys on incident points. That contact.
We got word that is going to be Frank Chavez and Timothy Eisburn. They will go ahead and get DQ'd out of this race as we remain our focus back here onto the top 5. As you see that number 43 machine in the 3rd spot, trying to hold off the 57 of Aaron Roth. As Aaron Roth, he's trying to drive around him around the outside, but Roth currently is not able to get any momentum gained right there as he bounces off the wall out of turn number 2, and they will dive back down here into turn number 3. And now here comes Brandon Sanfilippo trying to get onto the inside of Stephen Luttrell on the front straightaway, not able to do it. He had lift, and here comes Alex Teft to the outside. He's going to try to take over second here, heading down into turn number 1. He's going to pinch Sanfilippo down to that inside lane. Here comes Alex Teft being strong on the outside. He's going to have a good momentum run here down the back straightaway. He's going to clear Sanfilippo, and here comes that 57 of Aaron Roth. He's coming around the outside as well. Sanfilippo bobbles just a little bit. He goes up, the 57 up into the wall. That makes the 32 have to check up. And here comes the 01 of Kirby Wainscott. He's now making it 3 wide for that 6th spot. As we continue to watch Alex Teft here try to hold off Brandon Sanfilippo for the final 5 laps here at Las Vegas. Coming around to 4 to go this time. Right now.
Tough pass.
Yes. Kensley Smith, he's looking on the inside now of Brandon Sanfilippo. He's not able to make it work yet.
Stephen Luttrell's pulled off a lot of these. He's usually pretty calm under pressure, doesn't make a lot of mistakes. So this is going to be tough for the 43. I can see him getting there, but passing him is a whole nother thing.
Yeah, definitely. When Stephen Luttrell is under a lot of pressure, I think there's only 2 drivers that have been able to get around him, and that's the 15 of Kensley Smith, along with that 32 of Blair Holloman. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Alex can even get there to his back bumper and then pass him on top of it. So it's going to be very interesting to see. As you see, they are using that draft to bring them right there, just about 2 car length separation between 1st and 2nd. Out of turn number 4, we are coming to 2 to go this time by.
Right now it's looking like Kensley could get them both.
Yeah, for sure. Stephen Luttrell opened up the inside for Alex Teft. Alex Teft trying to work it on the inside, not able to do anything with it. Kensley Smith, he's going to be right behind Stephen Luttrell. He's going to try to make a look. He's going onto the inside, and Luttrell, he will go ahead and block that momentum. But here comes Kensley Smith on the exit of turn number 4. He will turn, and the 12 is around
Good
through
save,
the
though.
grass. White flag is in the air. This lap will finish the race. Kensley Smith, driver of that number 15 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet, will bring it through 1 and 2 after taking the lead, coming to the white flag. Here comes Sean Dunaway looking onto the inside of Alex Teft for 2nd. He will make it cleared here on turns 3 and 4, but out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, Kensley Smith, driver of that number 15 machine, will be your race winner right here at Las Vegas, followed by Sean Dunaway and Alex Teft. Here comes the rest of the field across the start-finish line. And it looks like Stephen Luttrell, he will finish back in that 12th spot. Man.
I don't think any of us saw that coming.
No. That was an absolute beautiful run there, the final 10 laps. Really great side-by-side racing. Really hard racing. And it is, once again, Kensley Smith coming out strong in that number 15 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet, as he's going to burn it down here on the front straightaway.
Hey, he's getting over the flu, I believe. So he's feeling a lot better tonight. And look at Sean Dunaway. That is why Sean's a champion. Just out of the chaos. P2. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, definitely. But I also want to give a shout out, as well to Alex Teft in that number 43 Toyota. He's avoided a couple wrecks himself. He was involved in, I believe, the first 2 incidents of the race, and he was able to drive all the way back to 3rd. So that's a really good run there out of Alex Teft as well. So, early on, the ones up at the top, I think these guys are the ones that we're going to be at the watch for the race for the championship at the end of the season.
I think.
Alrighty, and if you want, we can go ahead and take a look here at our finishing running order. Kensley Smith in the number 15 machine will bring it home the race win, followed by Sean Dunaway and Alex Teft. Blair Holloman, Alex Gates, Kyle Hess, Dana Ryan, Barry Nelson, Aaron Roth, Brandon Sanfilippo will round out your top 10. 11th is going to be Kirby Wainscott. He was able to hold on and not get another incident point, so he's going to finish strong in that 11th spot. After the mayhem coming out of turn 4, Stephen Luttrell, he will bring it home 12th. And Brandon Biddy, Alan Wild, and Chris Gotzel will round out your top 15. Rowan Lloyd had a tough start to his career here at Racers Elite. He'll bring it home 16th. Mikey Allen, Jonathan Stidham, Timothy Eisburn, and Frank Chavez will round out your top 20. 21st is going to be Philip Archibald, followed by Kevin Haas, Matthew Miles, Brandon Zimmerman, Patrick Millette, Truth Hope, Joseph Bonner, and Jack Kelly will round out your 28 truck field here at Las Vegas. Do we need to do a short commercial break before we talk with our race winners?
I'm
Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and talk with our top 3, starting with, I'm going to have to go find them all. Alright, so Alex Teft with Chicky Coop Racing. Let's go ahead and move him up here to the booth. Hey, Alex, it's Mike and Andrew up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Alex, congratulations on your 3rd place here at Las Vegas. The race started off pretty tough for you. I believe you got in the first 2 incidents, I believe it was. And you kind of hung around the back and then the mid-pack about halfway, and then you just came alive the final half of this race. Walk us through your day, and what did it take for you to get all the way back up here into 3rd?
Yeah, no, I definitely felt like I had a good truck, especially on the long run. But yeah, got caught in those early incidents, so I had to play my tire strategy and whether to use my faster pair or not, and things like that early on. So those are some tough decisions to make, but ended up catching some cautions and drove through a few of the wrecks to make up some track position. But yeah, like I said, I knew the truck was fast, so I knew if I could actually get to the track position, I'd be able to keep it. But yeah, no, there's just have to keep the nose clean. It was a really tight racing tonight.
Yeah, definitely some very good tight racing. We all definitely wish there was a couple less cautions, but I mean, all the incidents that did happen, just really good tight racing, and that's something that we absolutely enjoy here at Racers Elite. Andrew, do you got any questions for Alex?
Yeah, I was just rewatching your the last incident with San Filippo. What were you thinking when he was just sitting there on your hood? It's a good thing you didn't overreact. You kind of just slowed down, were able to continue on. It could have been a lot worse for you.
Yeah, no, I was definitely happy that no one was on the inside of me because I heard him hit the wall, and then I saw him just in front of me, and at that point, you just gone to the last lap. I just stayed in it. Sucks that happened, but yeah, uh, went a lot better than I thought it would, honestly.
Yeah, major up and down day, but another podium finish. We just talked to you Sunday too, in the Daytona 500 race. I was looking at the results for last race here also. Last season you had a P2, so it just seems like a good track for you overall. But we'll pass it back to you for your shoutouts.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, no, just had a shot at the end there, but just couldn't make that one pass on Steven with Kensley right on me. So yeah, no, have to get next time. Usually a good track for me. But yeah, no, thank you guys in the Racers Elite Network booth putting the show on and make League Yourself Racers Elite. A little hectic opener to the new season, but looking forward to the rest of it. And thank my friends and the viewers that watch all the time and my wife.
Alrighty, Alex. Well, congratulations on getting on your third place finish here at Las Vegas, and we'll see you next week when we hit the high banks in Talladega.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, driver that number 43 machine, again, Alex Teft. Let's go ahead and bring up your Season 9 champion, Sean Dunaway, who is not with us at the moment. So we will try that here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and bring up your race winner of Kensley Smith.
See him now. I see I see Sean. I'll drag him in here.
Okay, yeah, grab Sean. Hey, Sean, it's
Hey,
Mike
Sean.
and Andrew up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you. You got me?
Yes, sir. All right. You came off last season with a championship, and it all came down to the final race. And here we are at the season opener for season 10, and you've already got yourself back up in the second spot in the points. How was your race in that 0-1 Hello Kitty machine? And what do you've got? What do you got planned for the remainder of the season?
Yeah, for sure. As you saw, it was a bit of a roller coaster for everybody. Luckily, I did not get into any of those incidents. No damage on my car. Had to play it a little differently compared to some other guys. I took like 2 sets of tires already, like way too early. It was like lap 15 and then like lap 25. So I decided to save my last 2 a bit longer than most others. And then especially, on that last stint, the caution came out around lap 92. I still had a fresh set of tires, so I went in, started a P14 out of lap 96, and then got all the way up to P2 at the end there. So definitely a good run. Wish we would have had a bit more runs under the green flag, but hey, we'll take the P2 nonetheless to start the season for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Andrew, do you got any questions for Sean?
Just kind of the same thing I said to Alex. Really good job not overreacting there with San Filippo on that, or coming to the white flag. Could have really changed the outcome here for you. It's a really chaotic day, but we were just talking to Mike, and it's kind of performances like these that make you a championship driver. These moments just out of the chaos where you can pull a set of tires out of the bag and come home with a P2. But yeah, just impressed and picking up right where you left off last season. So we'll pass it to you for your shout outs.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to thank my wife, my mom and stepdad for always watching, and then my cats for always trying to ruin my race here.
All right, Sean. Well, congratulations again on your second place here, and I hope you're still enjoying that championship. And we'll talk at you guys next week when we hit the high banks over at Talladega.
Yep. Talk to you later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, driver of that 01 Hello Kitty machine, Sean Dunaway, let's go ahead and bring up your race winner of Kensley Smith. Kensley Smith, it's Mike and Andrew up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
I do.
Kensley, what an incredible day for you in that number 15 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. How was your run overall, you feel? And man, what did it take for you to take over that race lead there in the closing laps?
I'm not sure how everybody else was doing on tires, but early in the run, I took just lefts. Just because I think it was like after the second caution or something like that. Just because I knew the tires were still kind of fresh, so I didn't want to waste a set of rights in case I needed them later. And then we just kept getting caution after caution, and I ended up eventually just taking the rights on one of the cautions. So that was able to like keep me towards the front, and I think it was that one where I had a big wobble and ended up saving it, dropping back a little bit. Was when I took 2 rights, and I think towards the end there that I was able to save that one set by not taking a full set on both of those stops. So right there, I knew right there at the end, like if there was a caution, I was going to go in and take the set no matter where I was on the track or whatever. And then from there, it was just full sail. The top was really working for me. I was able to take guys 3 wide and kind of get around that way and not wear my tires out too much by fighting too much on the bottom. Because here, it felt like you would get a little loose on the bottom if you tried to fight too hard or put a little bit too much wheel in it. So I felt like on the top I was able to just keep my wheel a little bit straighter and save a little bit more tire.
Yeah, absolutely. And you definitely just took all the questions that I had. So let me throw it over to Andrew. Andrew, do you got anything for our race winner?
Yeah, I'm just kind of speechless. All three had to put up with all kinds of stuff tonight to pull this podium finish off and a win for you. So I'm just astonished that you guys were able to keep your cool. And we saw you in the wall a few times, but you kept your focus and just got right back at it. And saw you flying into the picture the last couple laps, and we were thinking it was between like Alex and Steve there, but once I saw the rate you were coming at, I was like, I think you've probably got them both. So yeah, just nice job all around, and I'll pass it to you for your shout outs.
Thank you. Of course, you, Andrew, for doing all this. I say it every time I do an interview. Andrew, you put a lot into this. You basically, it feels like for us seeing all the messages in the chat, it feels like you're like 100% of your day is this. So none of this would be a thing or even mentioned of or anything without you. You do a hell of a job, and I know you don't get a lot of credit for the things that you do, but I just want you to know that all of this, I appreciate it, and I know a lot of guys that race in here appreciate it, and of course, the guys in the booth, as always, do a hell of a job. Love watching the replays. My family loves watching the replays, and of course, my wife and my daughter, and all my guys at Driving Extreme Inc.
Yeah, I hope your family enjoyed watching your little girl and watching Daddy bring her home.
Thank you.
Kensley over here making me all teary-eyed. Kensley, congratulations, buddy.
It's a family sport.
Thank you.
Nice to be able to get the whole family involved in your hobby, and you're not just gaming by yourself in a corner somewhere. Just cool
Oh,
that everybody can get
absolutely.
involved.
Definitely. Well, Kensley, congratulations on your first win of the season. Next week, we head over to Talladega, and we all know how good of a restrictor plate driver you are. So we look forward to see what you can do next week.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, driver of that Napa Auto Parts number 15 Chevrolet, Kensley Smith. All around, Andrew, really good, tight racing. And like I said, it was had a couple extra cautions that were probably avoidable, but all around, I can't really complain about the racing action that we saw. It's been really great side by side racing, and we really didn't know who was going to run away with it at the end. And sure enough, somebody that we didn't think was going to win it came out and won it on the last lap. So once again, a phenomenal performance. What are your final thoughts of the day?
Yeah, just excited for a new season, and heading into Talladega next week might see a lot more of the same. So the standings might get kind of shook up interestingly to start, but I'm gonna get into some more complicated tracks here soon, and just looking forward to the battle again. It came down so tight at the end of last season with 5 guys having a shot at it in the last week. So
Yeah,
and thank you for being a part of the series again this season. Same to Christian.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, and Christian, thanks you as well. But next week, ladies and gentlemen, same time, 7:45 p.m. Eastern, we'll be taking our pickup trucks to go play over at Talladega, and we look forward to seeing if Kensley Smith can bring it home back-to-back wins to start out the season, or will we have a newcomer come in and destroy the whole entire point standings? But that remains to be seen until next week, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mike A. Taylor up here in the booth alongside my good buddy Andrew Teft, and the man behind the cams is, as always, Christian Hill. Thank you both so much for coming up here, hanging out with us. If you guys like what you see today, everybody, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that bell to get every single time we go live, which is, well, almost every single night. So don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications. And you can always check us out at racerselite.com. You can find out all of our special events, all of our single events. If you'd like to join in on the action, you can always scan that QR code, or again, visit us right at racerselite.com. That will do it for us right here on Racer Elite's network, powered by iRacing. We want to thank everybody for joining us today. Thank you for Whiplash Sim Cams for all your beautiful cameras that you give us today. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, always remember, no matter what you do in life, have fun doing it. If it's not fun, you go and you make it fun. Until next week, you guys have yourself a beautiful time zone.
Night, everybody.